The following is a special presentation of Retro Sports Network. This NFC Divisional playoff game between the Washington Redskins and Dallas Cowboys is presented exclusively by HockeyTournaments.com. Are you looking to play in a hockey tournament in North America, or are you hosting one and looking for good teams to come find you? Well, HockeyTournaments.com is the place to go. www.HockeyTournaments.com connects you with the players or the tournaments you're looking for. That's HockeyTournaments.com, the exclusive sponsor of the 1978 NFL playoffs on Retro Sports Network. And a very pleasant good evening to you. I'm Ron Juckett. In about 5 minutes, we'll have this one for you, the last of the 4 divisional games in the NFL. It's the NFC contest between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. Now, a couple things, because I'm sure this one will do better in the view department than some of the others. We simulated this entire season out over 16 weeks. We've done the wild card round already, so what you see here for results isn't necessarily from a real-life game. And so I don't want to hear anything about, well, Washington can't play Dallas in a divisional game. Well, the game engine we're using doesn't give you really the flexibility of saying 2 teams from the same division can't play against each other. So yes, even though theoretically this game couldn't have really happened, we're going to let it happen anyway. Washington won the wild card game. They beat the Bears. They beat the Giants at RFK on Christmas night. And the Cowboys had the best record in the NFC. They're the number 1 seed. So number 1 can only play a wild card or the lowest seed possible. And so that's what we got for you. If you were with us for the first 2, we've had both of the regular season games. So if you were with us for those, if not, it's in the playlist, which this will be attached to. They were dramatic games, both teams winning on the road. Dallas in Washington in the last minute on a Tony Hill touchdown catch from Roger Staubach. And the Redskins coming in and beating the Cowboys on Thanksgiving. An absolute stunner. 17 points in the second half. Or at the end of the second quarter for Washington, tipped the game towards the Skins, and they went all the way. These were the only 2 10-win teams in the NFC. The Redskins went 10-6. Dallas went 12-4. And so that's the scene in Dallas. This is really important. Now, if we do have a Dallas win tonight, we will have a replica again of the NFC Championship game. But the one difference being that Los Angeles had the better regular season record in real life. And that game was in Los Angeles, and Dallas won. If the Cowboys win tonight, they will face the Los Angeles Rams, but it'll be right here in Irving because Dallas had the best record in the NFC. So that's the stakes. It's the Los Angeles Rams waiting for the winner. And in the AFC, if you haven't watched those, go back and watch them. We're going to have Pittsburgh and New England next week from Foxborough, as the Steelers beat the Broncos and the Patriots took care of the wildcard Browns. All right, you about ready? Let's do this. The Cowboys have won the toss. They will receive the football. 52 degrees, a beautiful early evening in Irving, Texas. And yes, the hole is open so God can see his favorite football team go at it. Winds are with the Cowboys in the first quarter. They're going to go from right to left. And yes, I'll switch to the field in a minute. And they're from 5 to 15, so around 10. And so, yes, no, I took care of my middle-aged hair problem. And so there you go. It's the Redskins and the Cowboys on a Thursday night. Hope your New Year's going well so far. Let's play some football, shall we? And how you doing, OG? Yeah, I would think that the Cowboys would be who I would go with here, but not by much. Remember, these 2 games, the regular season games, went right down to the wire. So you get 3 for being a home team. And so I would say Dallas by 3 is probably the safe bet. Mark Mosley from the Redskins in their white jerseys. No, I'm sorry, in their burgundy jerseys, white pants, white numbers, and gold trim with the burgundy helmets. The Cowboys in white with blue numbers and silver pants. And Johnson stands on his 8-yard line. Mosley kicks it away, and we're underway in Irving. It's taken at the goal line. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He could go. Nope, he's hit at the 44. It's a 55-yard return, and George Hamburger saves a tackle by getting Butch Johnson at the 44-yard line. What a start for Dallas. My word. Let's turn this down so I can hear myself over the crowd. So Roger Staubach is the quarterback for the Cowboys. Tony Dorsett, the 76 Heisman Trophy winner from Pitt. And Robert Newhouse are your running backs, and Dallas will run a lot. Drew Pearson is on Staubach's right side to the far side on your screen. And Tony Hill is on the near side to Staubach's left. The line, Pat Donovan, the left tackle. Herbert Scott, the left guard. Burton Lawless, he's filling in for a center, so he's the best they got, but he's not a center, he's a guard. It'll be interesting to see how Washington copes with that. Tom Rafferty is your right guard. The Hall of Famer Rayfield Wright is your right tackle. And Billy Joe Dupree is your tight end. Newhouse. Off tackle right. Washington blitzes. Screen to Dorsett. Staubach to the far side. That's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Dusick dove for it. Almost an interception for the Redskins and nothing doing. 2nd down. Let's meet the Redskins defense. Ron McDowell, the left defensive end. Big Dave Butts, the defensive tackle. Darian Talbot joins him on the right side. And Coy Bacon is the right defensive end. He is excellent. The linebackers, they play a 4-3. Mike Curtis is your left outside linebacker. Harold McClinton fills up the middle. And Brad Dusick, who almost had that interception, is the right outside linebacker. Joe Lavender is your left corner. Lamar Parrish is your right corner, and he's a dandy. Ken Houston is an all-world strong safety. And Jake Scott is your free safety. Newhouse. Trap right on 2nd and 10. Give from Staubach. And he gets it to the 41 before McDowell can make a tackle. 3rd and 7 for Dallas right out of the gate. So let's see what Tom Landry calls. A short cross to the tight end, Billy Joe Dupree. Staubach, flag is down. He throws over the middle, incomplete. Scott got a hand on it.
Offsetting penalties.
But we'll get to do it again. The play never happened. So second shot at 3rd and 7 here. Tony Hill on a short cross to the wide receiver. Staubach has time. He looks downfield. He checks it down to Newhouse, and Williams will hit him. And so despite excellent field position, it really is 3 and out. So Dallas from the 41 will punt. And Danny White, who I'm not sure has recovered from that ending to the Patriot game, will make a sideline punt. Washington will let this roll inside the 10. And it's deadened before that at the 10, a punt of 31 yards. So the Redskins will take over deep in their own territory. Joe Theismann, who is not the world's best quarterback in 1978, but look, he's playing in the NFC Divisional playoffs. Clarence Harmon is the secondary back. John Riggins is your primary back, and he was over 1,000 yards in the replay as well. Danny Buggs is Theismann's left side receiver. He's up on the top of your screen. Gene Fugit, who used to be the Cowboy tight end, and John McDaniel on the right side, or to his right, on the near side of the screen is the other wide receiver. Terry Hermeling, the left tackle for Washington. Dan Nugent, the left guard. Bob Cousy is a good center. Ron Saul, the right guard. And George Stark, the right tackle. Now you've met everybody. Riggins, trap right from the 10. He gets it across the 10, 15 in the secondary. First down, and Riggins gets 14 on this first carry. Tackle at the 24 by Cliff Harris. Bob Cousy, the center, ripped open the hole. 1st and 10. Cowboys play a 4-3. Ed Too Tall Jones, your left defensive end. Jethro Pugh, your left defensive tackle. Randy White, your right defensive tackle. And Harvey Martin is your right defensive end. That spells doomsday for most teams. Thomas Henderson is your left outside linebacker. He's the captain of the group. Bob Bruning is your middle linebacker. And D.D. Lewis is your right outside linebacker. Aaron Kyle is your left corner. Dennis Thurman, coming in on injury, is your right corner. The safeties are incredible. Charlie Waters is your strong safety. And Cliff Harris is your free safety. 1st and 10. Harmon, trap right from the 24. Gets it across the 25. And then Harvey Martin is one of a gaggle of Cowboys to make the tackle. 2nd down and 9. Dallas wants to force Theismann to throw. They don't think he can beat him single-handedly. John Riggins. Off tackle right. He has to have a big day. Flag is down. He gets it to the 26 before a flag.
Holding. Offense. Number 86. 10-yard penalty.
Oh, it's on McDaniel, the wide receiver. So back him up 10. 2nd and 19. Riggins, short flash, but there's a flag down again.
Offense, number 74.
And now it's the right tackle, penalty. George Stark.
Repeat, 2nd down.
So the Redskins also can't make mental mistakes, and they've already had 3 penalties, and this game isn't even 3 minutes old. 2nd down and 24. From the 10. Riggins on a draw play. And he gets across the 15. That was a good call. Kyle with a tackle at the 16, a gain of 6, and it's 3rd and long. So no score, first quarter, Washington and Dallas. And they'll go 3 wide. Ricky Thompson, the 3rd receiver, and the medium another false start. Are you kidding?
Number 62.
So this time it's Nugent.
Penalty. Repeat. 3rd down.
Like 3rd graders in a fire drill. You got to snap it. So the Redskins have 3rd and 23 from their own 11. They need to get to the 34-yard line. Bugs. Medium slant. Theismann back to throw it. He is hit, and the ball is loose. Martin with a sack. And Bruning recovers the football for Dallas on the 3-yard line. What a hit. Let's watch this again. Theismann just wasn't real sure. The blocking wasn't real good. Martin knocked it out of his hands, and Bob Bruning fell on it from the 3. And so Dallas has it 1st and goal from the Redskin 3 with 11:17 to go in the first quarter. Dorsett, trap left. His first carry of the ball game from the 3 to the 1. Butts makes the tackle just before the goal line. It's pretty much on the goal line. So 2nd and goal for the Cowboys. Staubach will sneak it. He calls his own number. He waits for the block, and he's just short again. So it's 3rd and goal. Triple tight end set. Dorsett with Dupree, Saldy, and Pearson has the tight ends. Off tackle left for Dorsett. 3rd and goal. He runs to the weak side and scores. So Tony Dorsett It's tackled barely in the end zone. Corey Bacon would have gotten credit for it, but the play's already dead. And so Dallas takes advantage on the third play to make it 6-0. Here it is again. Dorsett, well, that looked a little easier than what the computer said. So here comes Raphael Septien to tack on the extra point. It is up. It is good. And so with 9:53 to go in the opening quarter, Dallas 7, Washington nothing. And no team is going to survive making as many mistakes on their opening drive as what Washington did. Now, the Redskins, we had them in a game against Philadelphia where they turned the ball over 6 times and won. That's honest to God truth. They do that tonight. Don Meredith's going to be singing in the second quarter. Septien boots it away. Short kick taken at the 6, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 37-yard line. That was Tony Green making a 31-yard return. And Harris is hit at the 30, makes the tackle at the 37, and the Redskins take over from there. They trail 7-0. Bugs. Medium out from Theismann. Dallas blitzes. Theismann's in trouble again. He looks around. He throws it down to Riggins, and Riggins drops it. And so Washington looks already like they've taken one off the chin. 2nd and 10. Harmon. Pitch right. Near side from the 37. And he gets it to the 37. Martin makes the tackle. And oh boy, is Dallas just on fire right now. George Stark made the bad block, and it's 3rd and 10 again. 3 wide. This time it's McDaniel. Short hitch. Theismann will continue with the play. Dallas blitzes. Quick throw, incomplete. Hughes, the extra defensive back for Dallas, left and nearly picked it off. So Washington wastes the good return. They go 3 and out. And Mike Bragg is in to punt. Johnson and Hill back for the Cowboys. Bragg gets this one away. Taken by Dallas at the 26 to the 30. And the ball is loose. And there's a flag down. Nope, the flag is picked up. Holver made the tackle for Washington, but Dennis Thurman recovered. So it's 1st and 10 from the Dallas 29. 8:53, clock stopped. Kind of an interesting start to this one, gang. Newhouse will sweep it to the near side from the 29. Cross to 30, 35. They'll get a first down out of it. A gain of 11 as McClinton makes the stop. And so this is the exact start. Maybe not Staubach being 0 for 2, but Dallas will take this every time. 1st and 10. Trap right for Dorsett from the 40. And he keeps his legs moving. Curtis makes the tackle at the 46. First tackle for Mike Curtis on the evening. 2nd and 4 for Dallas. Tony Hill. Medium hitch. Staubach has time. He looks downfield. He dumps it down to Newhouse instead. First down across midfield. 45 for Washington. Curtis makes a tackle after a gain of 11. And so while Hill was unavailable, Staubach hit the second read and they got a first down out of the deal. 1st and 10 from the Washington 43. Clock running, under 7 to go. Dorsett will get the screen on the blitz. Staubach looks for the far side. Washington right there. Dorsett has it at midfield. 45. Doucette makes the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. So, yes, it is a completion, but it's a loss of 2. So, 2nd down and 12. Under 6 to go. 7-0 Dallas. Newhouse. Trap left from the Washington 45. And Washington At least the defense are getting their house in order. McClinton makes a tackle after a gain of 3, and it's 3rd down and 9 for the Cowboys. So Dallas took advantage of Washington's mistakes. They got the early touchdown, but now the Redskins defense realizes it's just about hitting and making plays, and that's what they're doing. So medium slant to Drew Pearson. On 3rd and 9, Staubach back to the star. He throws downfield. Lavender deflects it. Scott intercepts it to the 35, 40-yard line. Jake Scott. He and Pearson had it. It was a jump ball, and Scott just yanked it out of his hands and got 14 yards out of it. And so Scott did not have a good wild card game against the Giants. Forces the turnover. And the Redskins have it on their own 40. 5:09 to go in the first quarter. This wasn't a bad pass. It was just well read. And then Scott with a good return. In fact, Staubach threw that into double coverage. The winner plays the Los Angeles Rams in the NFC Championship game. If the Redskins win, that game is in Los Angeles. If the Cowboys win, that game is here in Dallas. So 1st and 10 for Washington. On their own 40. Trap right to Harmon from the 40. And he is hit by D.D. Lewis at the 41 for a gain of 1. 2nd down and 9. Not a great start for Harmon either. 3 carries for 2 yards. Fugit. Short cross from Theismann. He waits. Dallas blitzes. Fugit's got it. He's got a 1st down. He goes across midfield. Harris with a tackle after a gain of 10. And Washington finally gets a 1st down. So Gene Fugit, he didn't have a very good chance of making that play, but he turned lemons into lemonade. And the Redskins finally have a 1st and 10 from the Dallas 49. Riggins, off tackle right from the 49 of Dallas. And he gets the legs moving for a couple of yards before Harvey Martin knocks him down. Dallas playing pass, but Riggins could only get 2. So 3:44, clock running, 2nd and 8 for Washington. First time they've been inside Cowboy territory here in the first quarter. And they trail by a touchdown. Dallas forced a fumble and a sack on the Washington 3, and it took 3 plays to punch it in. Bugs. Medium hitch. Nope, screen to Harmon on the audible to the far side. Theismann waits. There's a flag down, and the pass is
Holding
dropped.
offense. Number 74, 10-yard
And George
penalty.
Stark gets called for a 2nd penalty. This time it's a hold. So Theismann just lights into him as they go back to the huddle. 2nd and 18. Harvey Martin gets credit for the hurry. They're going to try Riggins in the short flat down the near side on 2nd and long. Theismann waits and throws, and he looks for Harmon, and that's incomplete. So the Dallas rush gets to Theismann, and Joe opens up 1 for 4 for 10 yards. And so what looked to be a promising drive for the Skins is kind of stalled at their own 43. They need to get to the Dallas 39 for a 1st down. 3 wide receivers. McDaniel on a medium slant. Theismann under center. Has time. He looks around over the middle. Walter's got a piece of it incomplete. It wouldn't have been a 1st down anyway. And so Washington comes out to punt again. And so 5 plays ends up being for 3 yards. Jack Pardee is not happy as the Redskins come to the sideline. Mike Bragg will punt it. And will be fielded by Dallas at the 20, 25, and the tackle is made at the 26-yard line. Lavender with the stop, Mike Bragg with the punt, Butch Johnson with the return. 2:41, first quarter. It's Dallas 7, Washington nothing. This is the NFC Divisional Playoffs, presented by HockeyTournaments.com on Retro Sports Network. So 2:41 to go as I take a sip of water. Dallas 1st and 10 from their own 26. Staubach. Medium slant to Drew Pearson. Staubach has time. He looks over the middle. He throws. Pearson has it. First down to 40. Lavender with a tackle at the 41. And it's a gain of 15. So Redskins were playing run, and Staubach thought he could keep him honest, and he did. So clock running, about 2 minutes to go. Newhouse trap left from the Dallas 41, and he gets to the 45. Bacon makes a tackle at the 47. Give him 6. And Newhouse has 4 carries for 23 yards. Dorsett trap left to the near side from the 47, and the Redskins knock him down after a gain of 2. They keyed on him, and Harold McClinton makes his 3rd tackle. Dorsett 4 carries for 11, but 2 of those came from down from within their 1-yard line. So 3rd and short for Dallas. They'll go 2 tight end set. Saldi joins Dupree. Dorsett will go off tackle right to the far side from the 49, and Washington stops him before he can get anything. So McDowell will make the tackle. Rayfield Wright couldn't make the block, and Dallas will let the clock run out. And now we'll punt with after 1 quarter. It's Dallas 7, Washington nothing. This is the NFC Divisional Playoffs, the road to Miami. The Washington Redskins and Dallas Cowboys on Retro Sports Network. Presented by HockeyTournaments.com. And your HockeyTournaments.com scoring summary after 1 quarter. As I said, Tony Dorsett capped a 3-yard, 3-play drive. The antithesis of a Ralphie boy, by the way. With 9:53 to go, and that was it. Dallas has 4 first downs to Washington's 2. Dallas held the ball for 9:05. And no one's really tripping the light fantastic as a quarterback. Staubach 3 for 6 for 24 and a pick. Theismann 1 for 5 for 10 yards and a sack. So 4th and 2. Dallas will punt from their 49. Or will they? They're going to fake it. Danny White tries to find a hole, and he won't get it. He loses 2. They needed to. The average was 1.9, and the conservative Tom Landry tried a little razzle-dazzle, and the Redskins sniffed it out. But their offense can't do much of anything. In fact, the Redskins have 5 penalties for 30 yards. 1st and 10. Clarence Harmon will sweep it to the far side from the Dallas 47, and he is hit well behind the line by Bob Bruning at midfield. 4 carries for -1 yard. And so now the ball sits right in the heart of the star. Riggins. Off tackle right to the near side from the 50. Gets a block, 45-40, 1st down. Waters after a gain of 14. And it may be up to John Riggins to win this game single-handedly. So 1st and 10 for the Skins from the Dallas 36. Theismann will try a medium slant to Bugs. Dallas blitzes. Theismann throws over the middle. Aaron Kyle picked it off at the 20. He brings it down at the 33. Give him 16 yards. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. So Joe Theismann is having a terrible day. That throw was awful. Aaron Kyle just jumped the route. And Billy Kilmer is on the sideline warming up. I'm not sure if they're going to bring him in. But Theismann, for the poise that we've seen him have this year, he didn't look great against the Giants. They outlasted them. But today against the Cowboys, he's been downright horrid. Dorsett from his 33. Off tackle right on 1st and 10. And he gets to the 35. He angles towards the right far side sideline. Gets a gain of 6 before McDowell can make the tackle. So Dorsett, 6 carries, 17 yards. 2nd and 4. Medium cross to Drew Pearson. Staubach waits. He's got time. He's got Pearson across midfield. 45, 40-yard line. They're picking on Joe Lavender, and it's a gain of 21. So Staubach 4 of 7 for 45 yards. Pearson 2 catches for 36. And so Dallas is sitting pretty again. Newhouse. Off tackle right. 1st and 10 from the Washington 40. Keeps the legs moving before Curtis can make the tackle at the 35. And so the offensive line, even with the bad center, is doing its job. They're moving the football. 2nd down. Dorsett pitch to the near side from the 35. And he gets a block. 1st down and more into the secondary. Across the 30 to the 26 before McClinton can knock it down in Rayfield right. Rips open the hole, and so the Cowboys get a fresh set of downs from the Washington 26. Tony Hill. Medium slant. Staubach has time. He waits. He throws. Hill's got it at the 12. 10-5 touchdown. And so that play has been right there. And Tony Hill scores from 26 yards out. And so the Cowboys, well, you don't want to celebrate too early, but as mad as we've seen the fans this year, right now they are in 7 heaven. Staubach, he just waited, and Hill was wide open, and there wasn't anyone going to get him. And so Septien's extra point is up. Hooks left, but good. With 10-14 to go in the first half, it's Dallas 14, Washington nothing. This is the NFC Divisional Playoffs on Retro Sports Network, presented by HockeyTournaments.com. The Tony Green stands on his 8. Raphael Septien is ready. The Skins have the wind. They're going from left to right. White jerseys, red numbers, or burgundy numbers, trimmed in gold with the red helmet. Dallas and Redskins are in the burgundy jerseys with the white numbers trimmed in gold. I forgot where we were. With the Cowboys in the white jerseys and the silver pants and blue numbers. With the silver helmet, with the star. Septien with a short kick. Taken at the 20, 25-30, 35-40, 45-yard line. Green with a 26-yard return. And Aaron Kyle with a tackle. So Washington again gifted great field possession on the poor kick. Let's see if the Redskins can do anything with this. 1st and 10 from their own 45. McDaniel. Short hitch from Theismann. Throws quickly, and he nearly threw that one to Dennis Thurman. He's 1 for 7 for an interception. Riggins. Off tackle left from the 45, and Dallas stops right at the 44. It's a loss of 1. So Gene Fugit made the block. Washington, everyone has a bad day. I had a bad nose hair day yesterday. But you don't want to have it when the entire sporting world is focused on you. So Henderson with the tackle, and it's 3rd and 11. Thompson. Medium out from Theismann. He's got time. He looks downfield, and Dennis Thurman with a clean pick. Theismann was hit by Harvey Martin as he threw, so it took some of it off there, and Dennis Thurman with a 9-yard interception. And so Washington keeps getting great field position, and they keep turning it over. The third turnover for the Redskins today. You can see the hit, but that throw was a good 2 yards off the mark. And even I could have almost picked that off from there. So Dallas again starts from their own 42, 9:11 to go in the first half. They lead 14-0 in a jubilant Texas Stadium. Well, you know what? Yep, 3 turnovers for Washington, but stranger things have happened. Medium hitch to Drew Pearson. Staubach waits. He has time. Has Pearson across the 45, 40-yard line. They're picking on Joe Lavender. In fact, Joe might be rather blue by the time this one's over. Pearson, 3 catches for 54. That time it was for 18, and the ball's on the Washington 40. Dorsett sweep to the far side from the 40. Gets to the line before Brooks makes the tackle. Terry Brooks' first stop of the game. 2nd and 10 for Dallas. Under 8 minutes to go. Again, Kilmer warming on the sidelines for Washington. Newhouse, trap right from the 40. And gets a block. Gets a first down across the 35 to the 30 and the 29-yard line. Mike Curtis, Tom Rafferty, the right guard, poked open that hole. And Dallas has it on the Washington 29. And my wife left her phone here, so I can't even call her. Trap right for Dorsett from the 29. And Lorch will make the stop at the 25. Gain of 4. 2nd and 6 for the Cowboys from the Washington 29. Dallas driving following Theismann's second interception. Newhouse in the flat, 2nd and 6. Staubach to the near side. Newhouse has it. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. And Curtis saves the touchdown. He knocks him out of bounds. No, he doesn't knock him out of bounds, but he grabs him by the ankles at the 2. And so Robert Newhouse gets a 23-yard gain. 1st and goal from the DC 2. Under 6 to go. Dorsett on the dive from the 2. And he finds Paydirt. The line moved, the seas parted, and Dorsett scores. So with 5:40 to go, it's 20-0 Dallas. Here it is again. Dorsett not even really bothered. So Septien up, true and good. And with 5:40 to go, Dallas 21, Washington 0. And Brad 62 goes, how about them Cowboys? As Howard Cosell would say, this is as bad as dominant of a performance as you could possibly get. And that sounded nothing like Howard Cosell. So Septien to kick it. Washington has had great field position, but Joe Theismann is 1 of 8 for 10 yards and 2 interceptions. Septien boots it away, taken at the 13, 20, 25, 30. Again, Washington is in great field position. Across midfield even. A 37-yard return as Green just picked right through the Dallas special teams. So Septien with 2 back kicks in a row, but Green does the job. So let's see how Washington blows this. Harmon. Trap right from the midfield marker. And he gets the legs moving, and Waters makes the stop after a gain of 4. So Harmon, 5 carries for 3 yards. The Redskins have been gifted yet another opportunity. Riggins, trap left from the Dallas 46. He cuts across the 45 before Henderson can stop him. At the 44, Dallas blitz. 3rd and 4. Bugs on a short slant. Dallas blitzes. Flag is down. Theismann throw is incomplete.
Holding offense. Number 64.
But it's on Ron Saul, the right guard. It's a hold, and Washington is 3 and out again. 4th and 4. Well, they're going to think about it. Now, they're going to sideline punt and hope to actually do something with the defense to shut down the Cowboys. So, sideline punt coming, and that's a good one. Where's it go out of bounds? They spot it at the 3. A very good punt. 4:02 to go in the second quarter. It's Dallas 21, Washington nothing. And yep, Brad, you got the best seat in the house. 2 tight end sets, Saldi and Dupree for Dallas from their own 3. Dorsett, trap left from the 3-yard line. And he gets it to the 5. McClinton with a tackle at the 7 gives Dorsett 4. 2nd and 6 for Dallas, under 4 minutes. Newhouse. Off tackle left, same 2 tight end set. He gets it to the 10. It's a gain of 3. And it'll be 3rd down and 3. And Drew Pearson comes in. So Dallas ran out of the shadow of their own end zone. And Staubach will look for Tony Hill on a medium slant. Has time. He looks. He checks it down to Dorsett instead, who has a 1st down. Usyk with a tackle after a gain of 4. So Washington played the run. Staubach was able to find his backup receiver. And it's a fresh set for Dallas. Clock running under 2:44. Hill on a medium slant. Staubach under center. Has time. He throws. Incomplete. They doubled Tony Hill, and Staubach was lucky to get that one back. Clock stopped. 2:19. Dallas from their own 14. And they have all 3 timeouts. Dorsett. Screenplay audible. Was a dive. Staubach to the far side. Flag is down. Incomplete.
Grabbing the face mask. Defense.
Oh.
27,
but Kenny Houston makes the dumb play of grabbing a face mask. It was going to be 3rd and 10. Instead, it's 1st and 10 for Dallas from their own 29. And again, 2:06 left. 3 timeouts. Dorsett. Pitch right to the... Well, there's a flag down. Pitches to the far side. He gets across the 30. McDowell with a tackle. We've reached
offsides. Defense. Number 72.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and Dallas will get the gift of a couple yards. As it'll be 1st and 5 following Talbot being offside. So the Redskins, 7 penalties for 50 yards and 3 turnovers. Dallas goes 3 wide. Preston Pearson comes in for the first time. Tony Hill, Drew Pearson, and Butch Johnson, the wide receivers. Preston Pearson splits out as a wide receiver. Staubach will go out of the gun. Pearson. Medium cross. Staubach alone in the backfield. Rolls to his right. He waits. He throws. Flags are down.
Pass interference.
Yep.
Defense. Number 59.
Usyk hung on him like a short skirt. And it's 1st and 10 for Dallas. On their own 44. 8 penalties for Washington for 60 yards. Pearson again splits out wide. He's up on the far side with Drew Pearson. Johnson, Butch Johnson. Medium hitch on 1st and 10. Staubach by himself, has time, he throws. Johnson hands it by the near sideline. He gets a first down. Williams makes the tackle at the 40. A gain of 16. Clock running. Staubach. Medium slant to Tony Hill. Again out of the gun. He has time. Good blocking. Throws. Incomplete. Lavender actually dropped an interception. When the clock stops, 1:16 to go. They're not in Septien range yet. Dupree, the tight end. Short cross to him. Staubach works out of the gun. He waits. He throws. He's got Dupree open at the 35. There's a flag down. Houston with a tackle.
Offsides. Defense. Number 72.
And Dallas will actually take the penalty because it keeps it 2nd down. It would have been 3rd down and 3. They'll make it 2nd and 5. Clock stopped either way. They'll take it down over the yardage. 1:09 left. Johnson. Short slant to Butch Johnson. Staubach out of the gun. Good protection over the middle, and Johnson is hit. It's a drop, and it's 3rd and 5. Preston Pearson in the short flat. Staubach 9 of 15 now. Staubach to the near side has time. Pearson has it at the 40. 35-30. First down. 25-20. Preston Pearson is knocked out at the 16-yard line. He stays in bounds. It's a gain of 19. They'll take the timeout, but we'll watch the replay first. Just kind of sprints down the sideline. And with 52 seconds left, Dallas knocking on the door again. 21-0 from the Washington 16. 2 timeouts. Johnson on a medium out is the call. Staubach has protection. Flag is down. He throws over the middle. Williams intercepts it.
Holding defense.
But it's coming back.
5-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Even when the Redskins do something good, Joe Lavender held on to a receiver. I think it was Drew Pearson, and that gets called. So instead, it's 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line and 48 seconds left. Preston Pearson will go on the dive from the 11-yard line. It gets to the 10. He gets to the 5. McDowell will make the tackle at the 3. And the Cowboys go hurry up. Short cross to Billy Joe Dupree in the end zone. Staubach waits. He throws. Incomplete. And Staubach got nailed. And so he'll clear the cobwebs on 3rd and 2. Dallas 3 for 6 on 3rd down. I'll get to Brad's message in a moment. So Dallas is right on the cusp of having Don Meredith being quite happy. Landry and Staubach exchange signals. Staubach's going to try a bootleg with 19 seconds left. Roger wants this himself. He waits for the hole. He scrambles around, and he is hit by Dusek after a loss of 6. And so Dallas will call a timeout. That was a well-read play by Washington. Dallas doing a little razzle-dazzle tonight. If they make this, they go up 24-0. This will be the last play of the 3rd quarter, or the 2nd quarter. Except the end. Danny White will hold. Lawless will snap. 70% chance. Dallas going into this 10-mile-an-hour wind. Kick is up. Kick is good. And so after 30 minutes, as Washington will receive the second half kick, all Dallas, 24-0. And we'll get to the second half in a moment. This is the NFC Divisional Playoffs on Retro Sports Network from 1978, presented exclusively by HockeyTournaments.com. If you are looking to play in a hockey tournament in North America, or if you're organizing one and looking for the best teams to come to your tournament, well, go to HockeyTournaments.com, and they will help match the best teams in tournaments, whether it's roller hockey or ice hockey or street ball or whatever. It's HockeyTournaments.com. All right, let me see what Brad said. Brad said, I'm playing the season, except I put the 73 Dolphins, the 81 Niners. I should have not turned the camera on to read this. The 76 Raiders and pace of those teams. The Dallas team goes to Miami next week. I'm going to play both offenses. Should be interesting. I just really enjoy doing that, Brad. Playing both offenses. I think it makes, for me, a better experience. And from what you guys say in the comments, you guys like it too. Let's see. Who's doing what? OG is in the chat. OG, are you, Devin, are you done with the Stellaris expansion? That was the last game I saw him play. And, of course, he's always a regular on Chat with Al on our Red Sox fans channel. And he was playing some sort of Star Trek clone before. So, always interesting to see what the OG has coming up next. Dave Gardner released a couple videos today. I want to know, sir, where you got that Campbell Conference All-Star jersey from 1986 from the Flyers. He released a couple videos today, including his top 5 video games of all time, and NHL hockey was only number 2. I was surprised. But some good ones on the list. And Brad just told you what he was doing, but I don't think he's a streamer. Are you a streamer, Brad? Anyway, so those are the shout-outs, and thank you guys so much. And for those of you watching later, it is greatly appreciated. Well, let's take a look at the second quarter. Scoring summaries, all Dallas. Staubach to Hill on a 5-play, 67-yard drive, made it 14-0. And then following a 6-play, 58-yard drive, Tony Dorsett punched it in from 2. And just at the gun, Septien hit a 26-yard field goal on a Ralphie Boy plus drive of 16 plays and 88 yards to make it 24-0. This is so one-sided. 17 first downs for the Cowboys, 3 for the Redskins. Staubach, 10 of 17 for 151. Theismann, 1 of 9 of 10, and 2 interceptions. You can't turn the ball over and beat the Cowboys. Cowboys have had the ball 3 times in the red zone. They've scored 17 points. Now offenses, 229 for the Cowboys and 42 for Washington. Staubach, 10 of 17, a $151 and 83.2. All right. If Mr. Gardner's listening, do you happen to have a webcam? Let me know. If Dallas hangs on to this lead, and these two teams, you don't know what's going to happen. It'll be the Rams and the Cowboys from Texas Stadium, and the Steelers and Patriots from Foxborough. Well, the Steelers and Patriots, regardless of which, because Pittsburgh won yesterday. So the AFC Championship game, Pittsburgh and New England. Pittsburgh all over Denver. Go watch it. In New England, they beat a feisty Cleveland club. And the Patriots are on the verge. That was their first playoff win since 1963, their first home playoff win ever. And in this year of exercising demons for New England, they've done it. They've won the playoff game at home, and now only the Pittsburgh Steelers stand in their way of a trip to Miami. All right, I'm going to email you a link when this game is done. And we're going to have, if you don't mind, if you want to join me after the game, we'll set up as a separate stream for the HockeyTournaments.com championship game report, which we'll talk a little bit about both the games and the schedule for when those games will be played. If you'd like, I'd love to have you on. So let me know if that's something you'd like to do. All right, so Dallas 30 minutes away. Tony Dorsett, 11 carries, 36 yards, 2 scores. Robert Newhouse, 7 carries, 42 yards, and averaging 6 a touch. So they are 30 minutes away from hosting the NFC Championship game. And just in case you thought I was making all that up, here are the stats. I'll leave that on for just one more second so you can see what you want to see. Washington will return. They have the win. It's a beautiful late afternoon in Dallas. This would have been the 4 o'clock game on the Sunday. It's December 31st, 1978. That was the Sunday. If you want to be pedantic about it, we would have done Cleveland and New England on Saturday early. The late game would have been the Bears and the Rams. And then the Sunday games would have been in order. Denver and Pittsburgh early, and Washington and Dallas the late game. So 24-0 Dallas. They're kicking off. Washington has had so much good field position and nothing to do with it. Septien kicks this one short again. Green from his 8. 10-20, 25-30, 35-40, 38-yard line. But it's all coming back. Jake Scott had an interception earlier. It's called for the hold, and now Washington will start from their own 7. But it won't be Joe Theismann. If the Redskins are going to the championship game, it's going to be on the arm of one Billy Kilmer. So it's only the second time in 43 games that we've actually changed a quarterback. Riggins, trap right from the 7. He gets across the 10, 15 into the Dallas secondary. Martin with the tackle after a gain of 8. 2nd and 2. So, yep, Billy Kilmer comes in for Joe Theismann, who went 1 for 9, 2 interceptions, and 10 yards. McDaniel. Short slant. Nope. Audible to Reagan. To the near side. Kilmer's first throw was incomplete. Well, that worked out well. So Washington's going to punt. No, 3rd and 2. They're not going to punt yet. Reagans. Off tackle right from the 15. Gets the handoff from Kilmer. Gets the first down. Jethro Pugh. They measure. They got it. So let's see. I mean, Theismann is fuming on the sideline, but you really can't blame him for pulling him. Bugs. Medium out to Danny Bugs. Kilmer is rushed. He throws. Waters intercepts it and has 6. A pick 6 by Charlie Waters. Different quarterback. Same result. Charlie Waters makes it 30-0. Kilmer, he waited too long to throw, and Waters just read his eyes. He did a couple dances around. He went from the far side, or the near side to the far side, and found the end zone. And the woodshed we have finally found the back of the woodshed. Extra point from Septien is good. And Dallas with 13:05 to go. Oh my goodness gracious. Hello, D. Scott, Tony, and Bobby. How are you? It is Dallas 31. Washington nothing. Maybe Joe has a point. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, Washington's secondary. Their starting secondary back is hurt in Thomas. And so Harmon shouldn't be getting much usage anyway, but nothing has gone right. 4 turnovers. And Dallas is just making them pay. Short little kick by Septien, taken at the 23 by Green. 30, 35-40, 45-50. And so again, Kilmer starts on midfield. This is the second time that Green has taken a kick to midfield. And you see the result on the scoreboard. It's a big old bagel for the Washington Redskins. Harmon. Off tackle left. Near side. And he gets a couple yards. Bob Bruning with the tackle after a gain of 2. After having those wild card games in the first 2 divisional games, with the first divisional game being hard stoppers, now you're getting some. Man, what a job by Dallas. So 2nd down and 8. Riggins. Sweep left. That was not what I wanted to hit from the 48 of Dallas. And Riggins gets to the 47, and Randy White with the 48. Dallas read it correctly, and Randy White makes the tackle. So 3rd and 8. And Riggins is their best receiver out of the backfield. Short slant to McDaniel. Kilmer for a second pass of the game. He looks, he throws, he waits, he dumps it down to Fugit instead. Fugit gets across the 40 and a 1st down. So Harris makes the tackle after a gain of 9, and Washington has it at the Dallas 39. They go back to a 2 running back set. But this time it won't be Claris Harmon. It'll be Benny Malone. The numbers aren't as good, but nothing's going on for Washington anyway. Malone off tackle right from the Cowboy 39, and he gets a couple yards before Lewis can knock him down. Actually, the ball came loose. Ed Jones recovered it, but they're saying that Malone's knee was down before the ball came loose. And so Landry has a couple words with the officials, but Pat Haggerty's going, look, you're up 31. What more do you want? 2nd and 8. Riggins on a dive from the Dallas 37. 35. Riggins gets 4 before Aaron Kyle and Dede Lewis. They give Lewis credit for the tackle. Oh, yeah. Don't run up the score, Dallas. It's a fuel for an ugly game next season. Oh, yeah. A lot of long memories in 70s football. And Dallas has a long memory, don't forget, Tony, for what happened here on Thanksgiving when the Redskins came back and pounded them. 3rd and 4. Short slant to McDaniel. Kilmer to throw it over the middle. McDaniel has it. 1st down. He gets to the 20 before Dennis Thurman makes the tackle. McDaniel caught 4 passes against the Giants, including a touchdown, for 68 yards. That's his first today for 13 yards. So Kilmer is already doing better than Theismann. Bugs on a medium slant. Kilmer back to throw. Well protected. He throws into double coverage. Henderson got a piece of it. And so Kilmer now is 2 for 5 for 22 yards and an interception. 9:02 3rd quarter. Washington. We are now down to the desperation has desperation. Riggins. Off tackle right from the 20, 2nd and 10. Across the line of scrimmage. He gets 4 before Harvey Martin can make the tackle. 3rd and 6 for the Skins from the Dallas 16. And everyone's starting to get a bit tired now. Longest drive for Washington. 8 plays, 34 yards. Bugs. Short slant. Nope. Malone on the screen. Kilmer waits for that far side to open up. He can't find him. Dallas rushed. Henderson with a hurry, and Kilmer's got to throw it away. And so you just want points. Mosley, 67.6% chance. Theismann comes back on the field. He'll hold it, and Kuzio will snap it. Mosley, a straight-ahead kicker.
Game, offense, 5-yard penalty, repeat, 4th down.
You're familiar with the term cluster blank. Cluster fart, we'll just say for this. Well, sometimes when a cluster isn't enough, you go to a goo-goo cluster. And for the Washington Redskins, today has turned into a giant goo-goo cluster. They have the win. They're kicking from left to right. And they somehow have a better chance from here. 68.2 from 38 yards. 12 flags on Washington for 82 yards. Pick is up. And Washington's on the board. Doomsday shutout no more. With 8:06 to go, the Cowboy fans start to get a touch restless. I'm not sure why. They lead the Redskins 31-3. And so the kick off by Mosley is taken by Dallas at the goal line. 5, 10, 15, 20, or 18. Murphy with the tackle. Johnson with the 18-yard return. What, the long memories of the Cowboys or what? So 1st and 10 for Dallas, and now if Washington can do something here, look out. But I'm sorry, you don't spot any NFL team 31 points, especially the 78 Cowboys. Trap right for Newhouse from the 18-yard line. He gets it to the 19 before Dusick makes the tackle. Google cluster. Yep. Oh, man. There's just nothing that's gone right for Washington today. They did beat the Giants in the playoff game at home. I mean, it's been a good season for Washington, but you'd much rather go out on a blaze of glory than just not come out of the locker room at all. 2nd and 9 for Dallas. Dorsett will sweep it to the near side for the 19, 20, 25. He reaches for the first down, and he's short by a couple inches. For Tom Rafferty with a big hole. That's his second, and it'll be 3rd and very short from the Dallas 28. Newhouse. Trap right. And he's got the first down, and he gets it to the 30, 31 before McDowell can make the tackle. And Staubach might only throw about 4 or 5 more passes. Right now, this is just all Dallas. Pitch left, Dorsett, near side, 31. And he gets across the line. McClinton will knock him down after a gain of 3. 2nd and 7. Under 6 to go. Clock stopped actually at 5:55 to go. 8 tackles for McClinton, 13 carries, 48 yards for Dorsett. That's an interesting one. What will happen in the AFC game, because New England has defied every expectation. And I think I'll talk about it. Hopefully Dave will want to come on too. So this will be a separate stream. So we'll do the hockeytournaments.com postgame report where we'll preview both the championship games. It looks looking increasingly like Los Angeles at Dallas next week. 2nd and 7. Laidlaw will give Dorsett a spell. And he'll take a sweep to the left from the 34. And across the 35 to the 40. First down, 45-yard line. McClinton with a tackle after a gain of 11. And we've now reached this is as much as it's going to hurt. Just get the flu shot over with. Time for the Washington Redskins. Newhouse from their own 45. Off tackle right. And he gets it to the line. Talbert with a tackle, a gain of 1. And Owen's in a hurry now. 31-3 Dallas, 5:07 to go. It'll be interesting to see what the Rams can do against this Cowboy team, because the Rams, like the Redskins, are a Jekyll and Hyde squad. Laidlaw want to pitch to the far side from the 46. 2nd down and 9. And Washington read that one right away, and it's a no gain. So Dallas will actually throw here on 3rd and 9. They're 4 of 8 on 3rd down. Drew Pearson. Short hitch. Staubach over the middle. Houston deflects it, incomplete. So Dallas is forced to punt. They took 4:10 off the clock. But no one in the state of Texas seems to care what happens at this point. Danny White's back on. And Green will try to return this from his own 15. Well, he gets it at the 18, 20, 25, 30. And the tackle is made after a 12-yard gain. So Washington has it first down from their own 28, 3:45 to go. And it's not impossible, but I would put the odds of Washington pulling this one out right about at 1%. Bugs. Medium slant from Kilmer. Has time. He throws, and Bugs has it across the 40. Flag is down. Kyle with a hit.
Holding. Offense. Number 62.
What did I say about a Google
penalty.
cluster? It's all coming back. Nugent held. And it's 1st and 20 instead. And some smart aleck in the public address booth here at Texas Stadium is now playing If It Wasn't for Bad Luck, I'd Have No Luck at All. And Jack Pardee just looks around, hat off, headphones on, and just looking for someone to give a piece of his mind to. Riggins, trap right from the 18, 1st and 20. He gets to the 20, gets it to the 22 before he's knocked down by Harvey Martin. 12 carries, 59 yards for Riggins. Martin with 7 tackles. Did not see this one coming, boys and girls. Screen to Riggins. Kilmer back to throw it. As Riggins on the near side makes the catch behind the 20. And the Cowboys let that one go to the 24. It's a gain of 2. And even when they do get the right play, that was a tight, basic defense. So that probably wasn't the best one to go with the screen. But just nothing's gone right for Washington. Thompson, the third receiver, and Bugs, McDaniel, and Thompson. And medium cross to John McDaniel. Kilmer under center. Rolls to his right. He throws. Finds Fugit at the tight end at the 30. Fugit will only get a couple more. It's a gain of 6. Dallas already playing a prevent. And Washington at 4th and 8. Kilmer undoes the chin strap. And some fans are pointing at the exits as if they were dressed as flight attendants. Because Washington is having an emergency landing. Bragg to punt. Washington has the wind. And that one will be fielded by Dallas at the 23 to the 30. And the tackle's made right there. So Harris makes the tackle for Washington. Johnson with a 6-yard return. 1:19 to go. Brad says, Ron, it may not matter, but was thinking of playing with the college playoff teams just released and realized these pistol play almost exclusively out of the pistol. Just cosmetic, calling out of the pistol instead from under center like these old teams. Well, Brad, it's I might as well start some promotion now. Thanks for those of you who've stuck around for this game that has been about as entertaining as a root canal. We will have the national championship pre-play Sunday after the end of the Bears-Rams game. So probably 7:45, 8 o'clock. We'll do that. And I actually played a scrimmage between those two. And yeah, shotgun and pistol. The default formation is 3 wide receivers and a running back. But you have the pistol here. And yeah, and man, those teams are fast. Alabama in my scrimmage got up to a 21-0 lead, and before I called it off, Clemson had clawed their way back. So Alabama and Clemson Sunday night after the real NFL playoffs on Retro Sports Network. And because of HockeyTournaments.com's generosity, presented by HockeyTournaments.com. And you know my wife got me? We were joking about a couple minutes of the bowl games that she saw. I'm sitting on a 2-liter bottle of Diet Dr. Pepper, and we'll pop that baby open and have a big old glass during the game Sunday night. So the national championship pre-play Sunday night, again, after the Bears and Rams, real game, on Retro Sports Network. If it's like this, I'd be stunned. All right, 1st and 10 for Dallas. And Laylon Pearson will be coming in to run it for a little bit. Off tackle right to Laidlaw from the 29. And he's hit right there by Curtis for no gain. So clock running at minute 14. Preston Pearson. Off tackle left. Oh, you're going to blitz. You're going to make me call an audible to the best pass receiver out of the backfield in the NFC. Okay. Screen to Pearson on the blitz. Near side, and Staubach overthrew him. Dusick on the coverage. Fair play to Washington. 3rd and 10. Tony Hill. Medium slant. Staubach back to throw it. Flag is down. He throws over the middle. Parrish got a hand on it. Incomplete.
Holding offense. Number 70.
And that's on Rayfield right for the hold, but Washington will decline it. So here comes Danny White for the punt. Green back deep for Washington. White stands on his 14. Shallow punt. Green, 37-yard line, 40. And Washington for Dallas pulls him down after a 36-yard punt. So 1st and 10 for the Skins from their own 40. The field position that Washington has blown in this game. How you doing, Jake? Glad to have you aboard. So Kilmer wants one shot down the field. He's going to go on a long hitch to Bugs with 19 seconds left in the quarter. He throws, and Harris has it picked off. It's a gain of 7. Cliff Harris gets in on the fun. And with 10 seconds left to go in the third, Dallas 31, Washington 3. Laidlaw, trap right from the 39, and he's hit for a 2-yard loss, or a 1-yard loss, and we've played 3 here in Dallas. It is all Cowboys. They lead 31-3. This is the NFC Divisional Playoff, not the Dallas Cowboys coronation, presented by HockeyTournaments.com on Retro Sports Network. Well, it feels like a coronation, doesn't it? Dallas, a Waters 27-yard interception return made it 31-0 with 13:05, and Mark Mosley tapped a 10-play, 29-yard drive with a 38-yard kick to give Washington their only points of the game. Since Billy Kilmer has come in, he's 4 of 9 for 30 yards and 2 interceptions, and has a quarterback rating of 13.4, which is better than Joe Theismann's 0.0. Staubach, I'm not sure how much of this fourth quarter he'll play. 10 of 20 for 151 yards. Blowout city, man. Absolute blowout city. And we'll leave those on the screen for you for just a second. Yeah, Brad, when I did that test, I did it out of the gun and then realized that the pistol was probably better. Trust me, that ball will fly all over the place. We're going to have some serious fun Sunday night. You see the stats there for Dallas. 4 of 10 on third down. And they've just done everything right. So 2nd and 11 for Dallas. Laidlaw will sweep to the left. Has it from the 38 across the 40. Not much more than that. Bacon on the tackle after a gain of 4. And it will be 3rd and 7 for Dallas. And we're going to go to Preston Pearson in the flat. So Staubach to throw it. Pearson near side. And again, that's incomplete. So my guess is I probably won't play Roger Staubach anymore unless the Redskins score here. Dallas will punt it. 14-17 to go. Not a great game for Staubach, but you know what? He didn't need it. So Danny White can boom this one. They say at 47 yards with a wind. And Washington will return this. Because everything else has gone wrong. Punt taken at the 11 by Green to the 20. It's a gain of 9. So spot it at the 19. Mike Hegman who would be a big part of those early 80s Dallas teams, is on special teams today. So they're going to go 3 wide. Might as well. Redskins can get a touchdown. They can at least make the Cowboys play a little more honest. Bugs. Short cross. Kilmer back to throw. Dallas will blitz. Kilmer looks, throws. Checks it down to Riggins. John, flag on the play. Tackled at the 26.
Holding. Offense. Number 62. 10-yard penalty.
Jack Pardee is on the phone to Al Red Sox fan, talking about how the computer rigs things. It's a left guard, and it'll be 1st and 20 for Washington instead. I wonder what the record is for penalties in a playoff game. They've turned it over 5 times and have 14 penalties for 102 yards. Riggins. Trap right. From the 9, 15. Aaron Kyle with the tackle, a gain of 8. Riggins has 13 carries for 67 yards. Thompson. Short cross to Ricky Thompson. Kilmer back to throw it from the 17. He is rushed, and Randy White will knock him down for a loss of 4. 3rd and 16 for Washington. First sack of Kilmer in this game. The Rams are hoping against hope that the Cowboys have peaked a week early. But Dallas has done everything they can to assert that they are, after some doubts at the last quarter of the season, that Dallas really is the best team in the NFC. 16 yards. Medium hitch to Bugs. Kilmer throws complete to Bugs, and he reaches for the first down. Does he have it at the 29? No, he's short. At the 28. And they're going. Riggs on a fullback dive. Kind of a quick stutter step by the Redskins, and Riggins has got it. He gets across the 30 to the 31. And Ed Too Tall Jones makes the tackle, his first of the game, and the Redskins convert on 4th down. From their own 31. McDaniel. Medium slant from Kilmer. Dallas, heavy blitz. Kilmer running for his life. Finds Riggins at the 30. 35. First down. No, it's a gain of 9. Pardon me. Kyle knocked him down to the 40. And so Kilmer ran the fire drill perfectly and got 9 yards out of it. Riggins. Trap right. They just want the first down. The 40. And I don't think he got it. No gain. Harvey Martin makes a tackle. 10:25 to go. Bugs. Medium out on 3rd and 1. Kilmer has time. He looks. He throws. Bugs has it. First down inside Dallas territory. Kyle with the tackle after a gain of 13. The Redskins as a team, 8 for 21 for 77 yards and 4 interceptions. 1st and 10. Puget starting to get tired. McDaniel. Short hitch from, and Kilmer botches a snap. He picks it up, and Too Tall Jones will kneel to the turf for a loss of 4. So the first sack from Ed Too Tall Jones. Kilmer just kind of laughs it off and will regroup the troops with under 9.5 to go. Pete, you didn't miss anything. You see, what we thought was the best matchup on paper for last on purpose, and it's 31-3 Dallas. The story, Joe Theismann benched at the half. Don Meredith has been singing Turn Out the Lights since the 2nd quarter. We just haven't heard it yet. But glad to have you with us. Riggins. Trap right on first down, or 2nd and 14 rather, across midfield. Gets it to the Dallas 46 before Harvey Martin can knock him down. So 16 carries for the Diesel for 75 yards. And so it's 3rd and long for Kilmer again. McDaniel, short hitch. Dallas blitzes. Kilmer's got to get rid of it. He throws it down to Riggins, incomplete. That's a drop by Riggins, but that was more Kilmer. Riggins shouldn't have caught that anyway. Kilmer was just running around for his life. And so, guess what Washington's going to do with 8:11 to go? Punt. Deep. And Dallas will let this one roll. Hopes it's for a touchback. And nope, it's not for a touchback, but it's at the 6. And so here comes Danny White. Roger Staubach's day is done. Tony Dorsett's day is done. Robert Newhouse's day is done. Hill, Pearson, and Dupree will stay in. But Danny White comes in. This is the first time in the entire replay that both quarterbacks sat. Staubach not for performance, although he didn't have the greatest of days, but because you don't want to get him hurt. Laidlaw off tackle right from White from the 6, and he gets to the 11, a gain of 5. So 2nd down and 5. And if Danny White chokes a 28-point lead in 8 minutes, the Cat will call the NFC Championship game. Preston Pearson will sweep it to the right from the 11 to the nearest to the far side, and he's hit by McDowell for no gain. So 7 minutes, clock running, 31-3 Dallas. And a short pass to Pearson in the flat. White looks to the far near side. Pearson has it, and he gets a first down, and Dusek tackles him at the 19, a gain of 8. So Dallas converts, and with 6.5 to go, the clock is running. Laidlaw off tackle to the near side for the 19. He gets across the 20, and butts with a tackle at the 23. Do I know when the Patriots-Steelers game will be played? There's always the retro sport. Well, this one won't be an instant classic for sure. I do know. My guess is that we will do. I haven't heard from my other Thursday night commitment. My guess is it's going to be Tuesday night, Thursday night for these games, and the Patriots-Steelers may come. I don't know. We'll announce that in a few minutes. Dave, are you still here, Mr. Gardner? Laidlaw on a sweep left on 2nd and 6 from the 23. Gets to the 25. Bacon knocks him down at the 26, a gain of 3. And the clock now chugging underneath 5 minutes. Pearson. Trap right on 3rd and 3. And that drive will stall right there, but no one really cares. It's a gain of 1. Clock running under 4 minutes to go. We're around that. And Danny White goes into punt formation with 4:37 left. And Green will field this at the 30, 35-40. Flag is down, gain of 12.
Offsides, defense.
And Washington goes offside. Turn out the lights. The party's over. They say all good things must end. Turn out the lights. The party's over. It's the Cowboys and the Rams in the NFC Championship game. 15 penalties. 107 yards for Washington. 4:02 to go in the ball game. Laidlaw on a trap to the right from the 32, and Washington stands him right up. Loss of 1. And for Helm and Clinton, 10 tackles. Give it about 10-15 minutes after the conclusion of this one, and we'll be back with the HockeyTournaments.com post-game show championship game preview, which hopefully which I'll at least talk about the games coming up, when hopefully Dave Gardner will join me from hockeytournaments.com. All right, second down and 11 from the 31. Preston Pearson will try an off tackle to the right with 3:56 to go, and he gets a few yards. We'll call it 3 before Perry Brooks makes the tackle. And 3rd and 8 for Dallas. And White will actually throw one here. He needs 8. Medium cross to Drew Pearson is the call. White rolls to his right, throws it over the middle. Pearson has a first down. 45-50. 45. Parrish will make the tackle after a 24-yard gain. And so the Cowboys will set up 1st and 10 from the Washington 42. Pearson's done. Larry Brinson will come in now. This one was, the Dogs were called off a long time ago. Laidlaw. Off tackle right, 1st and 10. And he's hit well behind the line by Curtis. Well, actually, no gain. And the Cowboys will go to the 2-minute warning. With the score, Dallas 31, Washington 3. This is the NFC Divisional Playoffs, presented by hockeytournaments.com on Retro Sports Network. So 2nd and 10 for Dallas. Larry Brinson. Trap right. And he gets it across the 40, lurks for the tackle at the 38. And Dallas will just let this clock run. It'll be 3rd and 6. Brinson again. Off tackle right from the 38, and he runs it to the 36. And there's now 1:06 to go in the game. And Dallas will let it run at 27 seconds before calling the timeout. 4th down. And White will quick kick it. Goes back in the shotgun, and he runs it. He's got a first down. That's it. Danny White didn't have to kick it. He just found a roll. He got 11 yards, and this one's over. No contest in Dallas. The final score, Dallas 31, Washington 3. And most of you have left me, which I perfectly understand. I'll just leave the team stats up there for those of you who want to look later. There was no scoring in the 4th quarter. And if you're wondering about Billy Kilmer, he went 7 of 13 for 67 yards, 2 interceptions, and 2 sacks. And so the Dallas Cowboys just absolutely destroy the Washington Redskins, 31-3. For those who stayed, you get a quad candlestick for sticking with this one. I'm Ron Juckett. We'll be back in about 10-15 minutes with the hockeytournaments.com post-game championship report. This has been a presentation of Retro Sports Network, copyright 2019 Retro Sports Network, home of champions past, present, and future. We'll see you in a couple minutes.